Hello and welcome to DFS Coach Talk. I'm Josh Davis, also known as Crash. Today is Sunday, April 10th, 2022, and I'm going to be talking to you guys today about the Major League Baseball slate we have starting at 1:05 p.m. Eastern. It's going to be the main slate on FanDuel and Draftkings. If you haven't joined us yet, if you would check out dfscoachtalk.com. We have memberships for as low as they start as low as a 3-day membership for $10. And also, I want to mention that our presenting sponsor is Prizepicks. So if you haven't joined Prizepicks yet, you can join at prizepicks.com. Use promo code CoachTalk, and they will 100% match your first deposit up to $100. So as I mentioned earlier, we're going to go ahead and look at the 10-game main slate on FanDuel and DraftKings today, which starts at 1:05 p.m. Eastern. Going to go over the top plays and fades. Going to be a little bit more of a condensed podcast today, and let's go ahead and get into it. My top pitcher play is going to be Ian Anderson of the Atlanta Braves. He's 8,500 on FanDuel, 9,700 on DraftKings. I like Anderson here because the options above him, Freddie Peralta, Marcus Strowman, I think they both are going to struggle a little bit today. I can't trust Peralta right now with the way that Burns and Woodruff struggled against the Cubs, and I don't like Strowman particularly that much against the Brewers offense that I feel like they're just due to break out at some point, and they have some bats that have been a problem for Strowman in the past, especially Andrew McCutchen and Willie Adames. So Ian Anderson is my pick here going up against the Reds. He only allowed 2.18 runs per game in his starts at home last year. And there's not a lot of great options for pitching on this slate, honestly. So I do like Ian Anderson a little bit. For a value pitcher, you can look at Steven Matz. He's got a good matchup going against the Pirates. He's 7,900 on FanDuel, 7,100 on DraftKings. The Pirates are an offense that I'll be using pitchers against often this year. As I mentioned the other day on opening day, they're projected to have one of the lowest scoring offenses this year after scoring the fewest runs and hitting the fewest home runs last year. And so far in 2 games, they've been shut out 9-0 and scored only 2 runs yesterday in a 6-2 loss. At Matz's price, as long as he doesn't get shelled and have give up a big inning early, he should be a good value play for us today. My fade pitcher is going to be Marcus Strowman of the Cubs. He's 9,500 on FanDuel. He's 9,900 on DraftKings. As I mentioned earlier, the Brewers have been struggling in their 2 games so far against the Cubs, but I just have a feeling that today it's going to turn around a little bit, and the Brewers are going to get their offense going, at least enough to make Strowman's price, which is near 10K on both sites, worth avoiding. So I am going to be looking to fade Marcus Strowman today. Which brings me to my first prize picks play of the day. That is going to be Seth Brown of the Oakland A's over 4.5 fantasy score. He hit 19 of his 20 home runs last year against right-handed pitchers. I like him going up against Zach Eflin. He hit a 3-run home run on Friday night against Aaron Nola. And we just need like a single and a walk or anything, any kind of extra base hit, something like that for him to get over that number at only 4.5. So I like the over there for Seth Brown. My BVP play of the day is going to be Nelson Cruz of the Washington Nationals. He's 3,300 on FanDuel, 4,500 on DraftKings. He's gotten off to a slow start this year with the Nationals, but I think that's about to change. He's going up against Carlos Carrasco, who he's hit 367 against with 11 hits and 30 at-bats. And the big thing is he's hit 4 home runs off of Carrasco. So I definitely like Nelson Cruz as my BVP play of the day. My top stacks are going to be the Philadelphia Phillies. They're going to be going up against Dalton Jeffries. He struggled pretty bad during spring training and only made 1 start last year in 5 appearances. So I look for the Phillies to have a nice day against him. I like the big names here, Bryce Harper, Nick Castellanos, Kyle Schwarber, JT Realmuto. I think all those guys are in play. My other top stack of the day is going to be the St. Louis Cardinals with Nolan Arenado, Tyler O'Neill, Paul Goldschmidt, Dylan Carlson going up against Bryce Wilson. All 4 of those guys that I mentioned have had solid numbers against him in the past. So I do like the Cardinals stack here quite a bit. And then, like I said, my top stack is going to be the Philadelphia Phillies. My second play on Prizepicks is going to be Andrew McCutchen over 6.5 fantasy score. He got hit by a pitch late yesterday in that game and was really frustrated. You could hear it in his voice in the press conference after the game, and talked about how much it upset him. And he definitely felt like it was an intentional pitch, that they hit him on purpose. So I think he's going to come into this game extremely focused. I think he's going to have a nice game today. He's hitting .429 with 3 hits and 7 at-bats against Strowman so far in his career. And I think he might even take him deep today. So we'll see what happens. But I definitely like him to at least get over that 6.5 fantasy scores. He's been getting multiple hits each game so far in this 2 first games of the series. And that's it, guys. I appreciate you taking the time to listen to the podcast. If you would give us a like, hit the comments, give us, some comments, what you think of the podcast, any feedback, how we can improve, what you like, what you don't like. I'm open to hearing all of your feedback. If you're not a subscriber already, please hit the subscribe button. And like I said, give us a like. It helps us move up the algorithm. If you want to join us, like I said, we're at dfscoachtalk.com. You can follow us on Twitter at DFS Coach Talk. I'm at JP Davis 1982. Coach is at Joe Sarvati. And hope you guys have a great Sunday. And we will be back on Monday when we look to crush it in DFS.